every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is, you show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! No cursing to start off this show. Hello and welcome into the Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host, Todd Fox. I am Todd Fox. Hope all is well on today's Tuesday night edition of Angels Baseball. First off, let me get into what we're going to talk about tonight, and it's two O's. It's the Ohtannniii Show and the OOOOOhhhhopeee Show, the double orgasm show for one Roger Lodge, who's going to be on one tomorrow if you tune into AM 830 and the worst drive time show in all of baseball. But with that, before I get to anything what will happen tonight, let's talk about our sponsor real quick. 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. If you haven't heard, if you haven't participated in any of the 714 ticket discounts via Halos in the Infield, what are you doing? We've had so many fans walk up to us at games, message us. They're getting 10% off, which is the more tickets you buy, the bigger cut you're going to get back towards you. So you get 10% off in the promo code by just putting in HITI, H-I-T-I. Then you also get 5% off an additional purchase if you want to buy more tickets to a concert, event, whatever. And you also get entered in to win that jersey, which is coming up here pretty soon. So, with that being said, the Angels rebound and get over 500. They are now 6-5. The Angels get a one-hit shutout from Ohtani, and Shohei Ohtani shows why he's now 16-5 now, career at home with a sub-2 ERA. And look, tonight my dad was like, boy, he's missing his spots, and the umpire's kind of squeezing him. He doesn't have the best command. And I had to check him. I said, Dad, they only got one hit. You know, it's not like they're tearing the cover off the ball like they did last night. And by the way, take a look at it too. If you want, Instagram's not that great on the aspects. You get better quality, better stuff over on Papa John's. No, you get better viewing over at YouTube. So like and subscribe right there. But there you go, right there. Halos Insiders, like, get that thong ready, man. Freaking Randy put me on blast, and now everybody knows about it. So there you go. But we'll get to that, I'm sure, as you'll hear or see in the comments tonight. We'll take phone calls later. We're gonna burst. We're gonna talk about who got the award tonight for best game, and we're gonna also talk about the Nacho Night Award, which we like to give to the worst player on the field. But the Angels win tonight. And they didn't do it too impressively. 2 runs, 5 hits. They left a lot of guys on base. 13 left on base, to say the least. And 7 strikeouts only, though. Remember last year when they would have 7 strikeouts through the first 4 innings? So the fact that they are doing way better, limiting the strikeouts, and they're putting the ball in play. Look, again tonight, you had some opportunities where the Angels left some runs out there and could have scored a lot more runs, but they were hitting the ball really hard at people, and they've been doing that this entire homestand. So that's got to be encouraging. At some point, those will find the gaps. Some point, those will find the holes in the line in the defense. So I'm not too worried about that. But tonight, even though Shohei, and this is why he's so damn dominant, even though the reason, he doesn't have his best control tonight, he had some walks, he still gets the job done tonight. Ohtani's line was 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 5 walks, which is uncharacteristic. 5 walks, but he had 6 strikeouts. He lowers his ERA to .47. And how about Quijada? Now, the bullpen has been thrown around like, oh, my God, the bullpen, which has been justified. 3 of the 4 losses have come because of the bullpen. But Quijada pitched his butt off, looked very sharp. One really clean inning, and then Estevez got the one walk. That was it, which he tends to do. He tends to just walk one guy, but he got the job done. 9 innings, very clean game, very fast game. This game went by pretty damn quick, and just be on the lookout too. Monday morning when they're in Boston, set your alarms on your phones or whatever, because it's going to be an 8 a.m. start. Yes, you heard it right. That is the earliest I've ever watched an Angel game on the road. East Coast is usually a 10 o'clock start, but I think James told me on the what do you call it, on the chat that we have, that Big Game James, producer to the stars, James, he filled me in with the information that it's because of the marathon or something, so they're starting the game earlier. So 8 o'clock. So that means by the time lunch is over, we might have a lunchtime post-game show or earlier. So there you go. You can catch us on your lunch break at work with the Angels on that game on Monday. So be aware of that, because there is it is an early game too on Sunday. It's a 1 o'clock or a 10 o'clock game, something like that. Saturday's a 1, and then Sunday's a 10, I think. So let's get into some of the awards. The Stamos Award for best player on the field, and I could have given it to one of the O's. Let's see who I give it to. And real quick before I give out the official John Stamos Award, the Golden Stamos, by the way, which it should be celebrated, the Golden Stamos, I'm going to have one of those trophies made. And I think the Angels player that has the most Golden Stamos at the end of the year on Fan Appreciation Day, I'm going to make my way down to the field somehow, some way, and I'm going to give that Golden Stamos to the player who, and I don't care if I have to give it to Ippei to give to Ohtani. He's getting a fucking Golden Stamos somehow, some way. One of these players is going to get a Golden Stamos, because we got to make that award real. We really do. But the Golden Stamos is going to go to Ohtani. Now, his offense tonight, he left 2 men on base. He struck out twice. Who cares? He had 7 innings pitched, fine outing, only 1 hit surrendered, 6 strikeouts. Don't care about the walks. You put up zeros, it doesn't matter. So, and he still kept it under 100 pitches through 7 innings. So, hell yeah, you deserve the John Stamos Award for best pitcher of the night, best player of the night on the field. Absolutely. So, right away, we're going to get into now the Nacho Night, which is the Nacho Night is the worst player on the field. And I kind of hate doing this because...
all the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos. All the nachos. All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole.
The Nacho Night Award by Paul Sereno, corporate Paul Sereno, by the way, by him being the worst hitting instructor I've ever seen. He is going to give his bucket of nachos, which, by the way, thank you, Jim Hoyt and his sons that were there, his grandsons. They were showing me tonight that they gave out at the game. If you were there, they had the helmet nachos in the City Connect hats, which was pretty cool. They were cream color City Connect helmet nachos. And so if you got one of those, because I missed the one with the 90s last year, and where they had the CA, the California Angels ones. I wanted to get one of those, but they had the City Connect, which was really cool tonight. And OOOOOhhhopeee could have got the award for Stamos, but we gave it to Ohtani. But the Nacho Night Award goes to Louis Renifo. We have to give it to an Angel. I know it sucks, but Louis Renifo tonight, if you look at his numbers, his average dipped down to 162. He went 0 for 4. He now has, I think, the 4th hat trick for the Angels already in strikeouts. He had 3 of the 7 strikeouts total for the Angels, and he left. And this is primarily why I gave him the award for worst player on the field tonight. He left 6 guys on base, including the bases loaded. He had, I think, twice. So he had the bases loaded twice with a chance to break it open. He could have had a single, even a walk. Could have broke this game open, and it wouldn't have had to been so butt clinching at the end of the series or end of the game. But yeah, there you go. Louis Renifo gets your Nacho Night. So there you go. We're gonna get into some comments. We'll take some calls in a little bit later. Let's see what everyone has to say. Joining in, Randy says I'm first. Oh, bussin' right there. What about OOOOOhhhoppee's home run, 4th of the year to get the Angels going? Elazer says, go Angels as well. Good W, El Bardo. Mateo says, oh, Tani. And Randy's like, Logan, baby. And then Jason Kroom loves the OOOOOhhhopeee as your poppy. I like that one. That is, you know what? Note to Randy right there. Keep that one as a saying right there for maybe on the bottom of the shirt, because my boy Randy at Fast Times is coming through with some designs. So be on the lookout. We will have some merchandise in May, and we're going to be pushing them OOOOOhhhopeee shirts. And it's not going to be at Cox in the Outfield prices where they charge like $45. Trust me, it'll be half that. It's going to be a good price for you to get a nice quality shirt, because my boy Randy puts out some hella good designs, and he's already got some great ideas for some OOOOOhhhopeee and others. Dan Rio says a one-hitter by Show, light that baby up. Jonas says, OOOOOhhhopeee. Ernest says, Angels won, baby. Light that baby up, Isaac. Lewis says, we actually won and didn't give up a lead. Let's go, Halos. Exactly. No bullpen mishap tonight. Shohei OOOOhhhopeee. Wasabi says, I like that one too. Patrick says, Angels need to stay in 5-pitcher starting rotation. Need Ohtani to pitch as much as possible. Well, he's got his own regimen. You got to let him pitch the way he wants to. If he says I want to pitch every day, let him pitch. If he wants to pitch every 7, let him pitch. Adele and Renifo will be traded for Corbin Burns. I actually wouldn't mind that too much. Mateo says Ohtani was 1 hit away from a no-hitter. Yeah, he's done that a couple times now. 2 runs in 2 games against the AAA team is not good to cut it. Exactly, Kurt. We have to see what happens tomorrow, Kirk. It'll be a day game, and the ball might be flying out the park today. Or tomorrow. Dan says no silver and gold. BMSM21 says yes, he's happy. Joseph says Logan is our savior. Mateo says who wants to go to an 8 a.m. game next Monday in Boston? Well, that would be 11 o'clock for them locally, but 8 a.m. here for us is early. Neto will be taking Renifo and Fletcher's spots. I'm not. I love me some Renifo. I want him to get going, but I will not miss Fletcher. I'll tell you that right now. My man Matt Miles checks in with hey, a win for Shohei. Fat Albert voice, Todd. Hey. Also, SoCal says, OOOOOhhhopeee. A lot of people are enjoying the Shohei 0-0. Tickets are $3 tonight, or they were $3, Lewis says. Just so glad we got the W, Don Hammond says. Checking in, my boy right there. Halo's Insider says, get that thong ready. Man, freaking, I'm telling you. You know who this is, says James. Dan Rio says Rumble is better than Instagram, and it's going to be there. Randy says I'm evil for reminding everybody of the thong thing. Yeah, and posting. Thanks, buddy. OOOOOhhhopeee is your poppy. By the way, this is Matt or Maddie. Okay. Thong. So it looks like we're everyone's getting pumped up to see my white ass for some reason. Let's see. Renifo did leave 6 on base. Don Hatman. London says amazing pitching tonight. London, I think, was there with his grandpa, so I'm glad you enjoyed yourself tonight. Bring up Neto, Randy says. See, Sydney says Renifo also got screwed by the ump. The chair says Ohtani mixed his pitches and changed his speeds after those walks, it seemed. And you know what, the chair, which is James, that curveball was wicked. I forgot, maybe it was Ruiz who he was facing, but that curveball was nasty, filthy. 75 miles per hour, and that looked like it just fell off a goddamn table. It was, how do you hit that? Jim says no glitches, and a win is not a win. This was an ugly win, but we'll take it. Quijada was good, Josu says. Daniel says, why is Canning pitching tomorrow and not Sandoval? Good question. I think they're saving Sandoval for that road trip, to be honest with you, and to give him an extra day. He's not like Ohtani where he has to pitch on a specific regimen. He's not hurt or nothing. But Griffin Canning will take that fill-in spot, and they'll still keep Ohtani on the same schedule. Ohtani dealt today, but once he figures out he has more pitches than a sweeper, he will be a no-hitter every game. We're close to it. I just hope he figures that out with us. Randy says, James, roll that beautiful Ohtani home run. You know, if you listen to Roger Lodge's show tomorrow, he is going to be hitting the replay and the filler on the radio. Don't expect to get a phone call in. Don't expect him to break down things in succession and in great detail. He's going to be like, oh boy, did you hear that home run last night? It just sounded so good off OOOOOhhhopeee's. But I'll tell you what, James. I'm not James. James passed away a few years ago. Okay, James, play that home run again, please. Producer to the stars. Again, I'm not James. Just play it. and he's going to play the same replay again, and it's going to be, oh boy, I didn't get enough of that. Did you hear that? Let's hear Terry Smith call that one again. And it's going to be like that all day. I still don't see how people stomach listening to that guy. I just don't know. I mean, I realize he's part of the Angels crew and everything else like that. I just don't understand how people like hear him. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. So every time I listen to Roger Lodge, I just get the sudden feeling of. So let's see. Word of the day, Renifo. Only 2 runs of support. Ohtani deserves more. Yes, David, he sure does. Big Oilers win tonight. This felt like the old National League game, the chair says. Yeah, this is most Dodger games on most nights. Is 2-0 type games. Randy says, David is win. Run support or not, we'll take it. Bases loaded twice. Renifo left 6 men on base in 2 at-bats. Grillmaster can't believe we won. Patriots Day in Boston on Monday as well. Double nachos, Jim says, for Renifo. He's like, one helping is not enough. And that's
what she said.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Exactly. Hi, Roger. Can we talk to UCLA basketball? Let's see. Logan, but whatever. Oh, wait. I think he says shout out to Logan, or should be Logan. Also, Matt Grillmaster says, hey, babe, it's me, John Stamos. Todd and I go footsie. Ha, 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 blind date. O'Hoppee hitting home runs that matter. Yes, he's not hitting garbage time home runs. Good point, David. He's hitting home runs that put us in the league, give us a little cushion, stuff like that. And, his swing is really good right now. I mean, he's just really pretty swing right now. London says ready for some Stanley Cup playoff action. NBA's getting going right now too. I think the Lakers are playing. The Oakland Nationals giving us a tough series right now, Rye says. Adrian says light that baby up. And speaking of Oakland, they give it 12 more runs again. So when the Angels come back home after that road trip, they play Kansas City and Oakland at home. I want to see the Angels beat up on Oakland and Kansas City, selfishly, because I'm watching what Texas is doing to Kansas City pitching. I'm seeing what Baltimore, Tampa Bay, and other teams have done to Oakland since we've played them. It seems like we have to scratch, claw, kick, and bite to get runs against Oakland, against guys we've never heard before. And then all these other teams just walk in there and score 7 runs before they even swing a bat. So it's pretty annoying. So I really want the Angels to show up when they play both Oakland and Kansas City. But we got a road trip to take care of and tomorrow's finale. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Randy says, I wasn't riding Logan's nads, Todd. Would have picked him bet. I get you. Once Walsh is back, we need Drury at second base with Urshela shortstop full time. SoCal, I'll tell you this right now. I know we got Drury, I think 2 years. We signed him to a 2 or 3 year deal. I am right now regretting the fact we gave Urshela and Renfroe 1 year deals. I think these guys are fantastic players. Just look at Urshela. Even when he gets an out, it could be a hit. You know what I mean? Like, he's hitting the balls on the screws. And I love his at-bats. He's very patient. He's had a game or two where he had a couple bad strikeouts. Other than that, though, he's been on point. The dude's batting almost 350, 360. And then you look at freaking Renfroe, slow start, first series or so, he was kind of dead in the water. And then all it took was that double, home opener, got going. And then he starts hitting the home runs. He gets this and that going, and he's going to be that prototypical hitter, the 29 home runs, the 90 to 100 RBIs. If he keeps hitting like this, don't let these guys reach free agency. Do whatever you can, Perry. Shout out to you, Perry. You've done an excellent job so far, but man, don't let these guys hit free agency. Try to get a deal worked out before they hit free agency. That's just my suggestion. Sydney says Mike Lamb has been pretty underwhelming, but at least Drury wasn't at first today. Yes, well, one thing you don't have to worry about Mike at first base is that he's defensively very solid. Drury tends to nod off at times. Also, the GOAT says, I like Samurai hat better than the cowboy hat. I do too, but did you notice the hat was kind of broken tonight? Someone sat on it or something, because the left thing that pops up, that antenna was gone. Renifo got hosed on the strike zone. Let's be honest. He did, Dan, but you still got to protect the plate. Big 20 says Instagram sucks, going to be on here all season long. And yeah, thank you, sir. Encourage others to do the same. Adrian says Angels hitters need to execute with the bases loaded. Also, game time in Boston is 4:10, 1:10, 10:35, and 8:10. Thank you, Mateo. You're my producer to the stars. Adrian says should have scored 5 runs today. Absolutely. So ready for the Stanley Cup playoff action. London's ready. Samurai hat is better than the cowboy hat. Exactly. Who stole my OOOOOhhhopeee and my OOOOOhhopeee idea? I'm going to go ape shit. Oh, geez. Did someone actually steal it? I'm telling you, Randy has been he could be suing people left and right. His designs are so good. People have been jacking them, especially other Halo pages, which sucks. They're stealing our lineup card, but even with our logo on it, that's pretty crazy. Very ballsy. Chandler says lots of guys left on base, but glad the bullpen held on. Ohtani continues to amaze. He is. Let's see. Big 20 says, guess what I might be getting a job tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? You got to lay off the sugar and so you can pass that drug screening. Also, I was saving the surprise release. Fuck me. I'm sorry, Randy. I got too excited. London says a big Winnipeg Jets win tonight. Griffin Canning will start tomorrow versus Mackenzie Gore. And Mackenzie Gore is pretty good. Now, real quick, about tonight's pitcher for the Nationals, Gray. I thought something was really good. This is whether it's Martinez who's teaching the pitchers this, the bullpen coaches, or Gray's personality is just that good. I like the kid. He gave up a lot of home runs last year, but he took his lumps, and he's been pitching fairly decent for the Nationals. I don't know if you noticed it, but when they pulled him, I thought it was really classy that he took the time before he left the mound to shake every one of his infielders' hands. I think that is so cool. And it should be done by younger players in this game to continue that tradition. I love that. I love the fact he thanked his boys for getting his back during the game. That's respect. Respect gets respect. I thought that was so cool. And he did the same thing to his manager, Martinez. Hats off to you, Gray. If I had a secondary award, you'd get one. Steve Lees checks in with, I see red thong in your future. Shut up. Randy doubles down on that. He says 1-0 on the road to 6-3 for the week. Shut up. I'm convinced that Ohtani will throw a no-hitter this year. It could be, Mateo. Jason Kroom says, my boy over there says, to imagine this team is 3 bullpen disasters from 9-2. They could have been. They could have been. Shohei Ohtani, and yeah, let's see, 1-1. I mean, Mackenzie Gore is difficult, folks. So yeah, he will be a tough one tomorrow. But don't count out this offense. This is not last year's Squiddy Poo offense. Don Hammond says, I hate the 6th spot in the rotation. It's like a guaranteed loss every time it comes around. Well, hopefully that gets changed at some point this year. Jim Hoyt says, Ohtani sunscreen ads making the little girls giggle or Google. Trey Cabbage with a grand slam in Vegas tonight. Yeah, Trey Cabbage is making, his mark, and he's, he made his mark in spring training. He opened up a lot of eyes, and, who knows? He could be one of these hitters that gets up here. I mean, everyone always had Jeremiah Jackson and these other guys like shoo-ins to be up here and real fast. And then you get guys like Trey Cabbage who get up here, Soto, and other guys that you weren't really fond of or weren't in the, Silseth was not like a high pick. You know what I mean? Like all these guys sort of turned it on once they're drafted or they're signed. So I'm glad to see it. I'm a little skeptical about Canning tomorrow. I think everyone is, but if he pitches anywhere like he did in spring, I think we'll be all right. By the way, I invented the OOOOOhhhopeee. I don't know. Roger Lodge might have you on that one. 66 opener tonight. So Jason Kroom is a big fan of that. Also, bring up Silseth could be the rally cry here pretty soon. Mateo says, Todd, it's a rally thong. Oh, shut up. Like I was going to forget that you said that you were wearing the. Yeah, it's one thing for you for you not to forget, Steve Lees, but it's one thing for Randy to be like, oh, let me post this. This is going to be a great idea. Shut up. Arayu says, it was lackluster, but a win is a win. It sure was. Jim Hoyt says, in section 260, chicken tacos at the daytime buffet. All right. All your boss is a sick day. Yeah, if you ever see Jim with a big sheriff's hat, go and say hi. He has a big mustache. Nicest guy out there. Been an Angel fan forever, since day one. A season ticket holder. He's just like Ace. Genuine, cool people. Very knowledgeable. and will talk to you if you talk to them. And if you respect him, he respects you. He's a typical great guy. So is Ace, and we love them there at the Angel Stadium. So go and say hi to him in the Modelo section, in the handicap section, just below the Modelo thing when you leave the third base side concourse down the line right by the foul pole. It's basically behind sort of the pitching, what do you call it, the bullpens right there. I know I'm kind of like giving you kind of like a little area, I guess. I'm not really explaining it all that good, but you'll see him. He's not a hard guy to miss. Ohtani rarely uses his curve, but he had it tonight. Also, and the old Uncle Charlie, 75 miles per hour. John Stamos licking house man. Oh, the boot licking house man. Yeah, send me that one again, Randy, because I'm going to make that. I didn't get a chance to get to the ones. I appreciate the sound bite suggestions that you guys and gals were sending me. I'm going to, make that into the soundboard sometime this weekend when I have a little more time. It's hard to do it during the week, but I will get to the Rumble, Dan, and I will get to the sound bites this weekend to add those that you guys sent me or give me the the ones to put on here, so I have more to play around with. Home plate umpire wasn't worth a shit. You complain about him all the time, Steve Lee says. So close to a no-no, Red Halo 714 says. James says, it was cool hearing as much as I could of Garrett Anderson on the TV booth in the middle innings. He could bring it a little harder, though. I will say that. Any prediction tomorrow for Canning? Little Wayne says, I think Canning goes 5 1/3. He gives up 2 runs on 6 hits and leaves with a 4-2 lead. What happens after that? I'm hoping the Angels hold on, but I'm guessing he's going to leave the game with a 4-2 lead. Otad loves Roger. He's just playing. Shut up. Sam says, if the Lakers lose right now, I'll destroy my TV. Well, better think about getting a new TV. Jason says, Levon Soto and Neto over Fletch and Renifo. I second that emotion. By the way, Sam, about the Lakers, it was one LeBron James who said, whoever comes up with this play-in tournament is the stupid mother effer that needs to get fired. That was 2 years ago. This year, he says, I'm looking forward to playing into the tournament because it could be something that propels us to a championship. That's LeBum for you. Not a fan. Never have been. Don't like the guy. He tainted Kobe, or not tainted Kobe, but he shouldn't have came to the Lakers, especially after Kobe. Oh, God, he could have went anywhere else. I wish he would have went to New York. Let's see. Is you want to annoy Toe Todd? Put on some Rogers. Let's see. Agree. Jason Gilbert likes the idea of the new infielders setup with Soto and Neto. I love Soto. Soto's like Urshela too. I would if we can get rid of Tony Two Bags. I know Randy's gonna hate that, but you put Urshela over there. And then you have Renifo and freaking Soto, Soto and Neto. Over there. Oh man, that's a great left side of that infield. I'm just saying. Angels seem to get a no-hitter close on Tuesdays. It must be Gooby Tuesdays. Let's see. Hoppy looks like a superhero. He's freaking cool. Hoppy Roy. The chair says Todd Lodge better shave for the thong. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna leave it hairy so you guys get the full effect. Red Halo 714 says, can't we play the A's every day? That would be nice. My rookie of the year prediction looking real fly right now. Gilbert says, I want to see Trout get his 100%. Absolutely. Get Jake Lamb out of here. Can't wait to see Walsh back. Timmy says, yeah, when Walsh comes back, dude, without that shift, he's going to put on a performance, I think. SoCal says, will we get him? Get them in trades so we can still extend them. We can, but you just can't let them get to the freaking free agency by the end of the year. You want to wrap these guys up before they start feeling they're too good for the team. Don says exactly. All these other teams light up bad pitching, but as soon as we play them, they shut us down. Drury is a rare Perry L. Urshela is getting the job done defensively, and he plays at third base. He is more than just a hitter. Exactly, David. His defense is solid, very underrated with the Yankees. It was good for him to get out of there in New York. He had a pretty decent year last year with the Minnesota Twins. I think he's perfect for this team long term, and a lot of us have felt that way. And boy, oh boy, I just like how he puts the bat on the ball, and he's very patient in the box. We need guys like that to work walks because that's what this team's been lacking the last 4 to 5 seasons. Thank you, Lord. We won. Got my money's worth tonight. Alex was at the game tonight. appreciate you tagging us. Anytime you're at a game, that would be really nice for you to tag us. We love it when you do that. We love putting it on our stories. So tag yourself and tag us, and we will definitely put it on our story for sure. If anyone saw, I was calling for Gio to get the full-time spot at shortstop. Yes, you were. Randy, I agree. Urshela should be our shortstop at least until Neto is ready. And if he's and when Neto comes up, hell, move him to third and put teach what do you call it? Our boy Tony Two Bags to either DH or, well, he can't DH with Ohtani there, but to play first base or something, or maybe we move him. But it's hard to move a $38 million contract. That was against the Nationals. Wait till a top team comes around, Gilbert says. Boston, I'm saving a split for or a sweep or 3 of 4, and yeah, we'll pick one. Todd, and the soundboard updated. It will be this weekend, I promise, Mateo, but keep sending in those suggestions. Watermark all your products, Randy. Steve Lee says, just don't mess with Randy's fonts. Rocks in the outfield sucks, Red Halo. Rocks, or Red Halo, it's Red Halo 714, it's Cox in the outfield. Randy says, no, what I want to know is how someone knew what I had on my design when I haven't even shown a teammate yet. Ooh, wow, I did not know that. But that was just my guess. Big 20 got a job, and as a fluffer, be nice, Gilbert. Let's see, Adele sucks, at Steve Elise. Ryan Tapera has nice facial hair, okay. Let's see, Timmy says, who's getting sent down since Griffin Canning is coming up? That would likely be one of their, probably, I'm not sure. I have to check the transaction thing because I don't know if they've already announced that or not. I don't have that with me right now. Let's see, fire Wise and bring back Bud Black, Rye says. How about Michael Stefanik? Nah, Salt Lake is balling out Sydney, but I don't think we need to bring up an infielder at this point unless we're sending down a Fletcher, which we're not. I have school but can't watch tomorrow, and yeah, well, that's why you have a phone. You got to sneak it in there. Todd, we have a pitcher named Jason Blood here in Cal State Fullerton. He'd go perfectly with Mackenzie Gore for the Nationals. They'd have the ultimate rotation of Blood and Gore. Oh, good God. Let's see. I fucking told you I was screen cappy, and you decided to go full on with the details. Well, people want to know. It's a hot commodity right now. As long as we're producing it, and it's not going to be the same thing. So trust me. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Also, Trotter here says, I feel that Nevin doesn't care about tomorrow's game by starting Canning. We need to try and win every game. Start Sandy. Well, I mean, look, I still think he's going to give us a good start. It's not going to be like a Joe Madden or a Mike Scioscia when they could have completed a sweep and they would put a dog-ass lineup out there. So I'm hoping that we show up tomorrow because we lost that first one. Hey, Steve, we need more red thong info. No, we don't. Also, Lakers about to win. Damn it. Let's see. Sup, Halo Honk. Just kidding. What's up, Ray? Yeah, hopefully the next homestand I'll be there as the Halo Honk again. GM Yost says Ohtani must defeat definitely deserved player of the game. Pitcher plays the most important role in a game, especially when you give up a one-hitter. Jim, it's going to have sparkles and a red bow. No, it's not. Let's see. He even flops on his takes and opinions. He sure is. The playing tournament. Lakers and T-Wolves tied. Overtime in the Lakers game, maybe. Robert says, was at the game tonight. We need OOOOOhhhopeee to be crowned the starter, future of the franchise. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, too. If our boy Stassi, no matter how you feel, whether he's going through problems or not, whether he has an injury or not, I don't want him to come back and just automatically be given the job. I mean, I think Nevin would have to be fired just by doing that. So Stassi will be your bench catcher. That's for damn sure. And the more that he doesn't play, the happier I'll be. Let's see. Randy says, how effing dare you? Those disrespectful takes on my Tio. I'm sorry. Let's see. Todd, do Superman theme song sound effect. I could get that. Let's see. Or Sweet Victory by SpongeBob. That's not a bad soundbite too right there. Robert says, we got a bunch of people over here on YouTube. That's nice. Rather see the clown again than Harry Todd starting GoFundMe for Todd's Brazilian wax. Oh, no. Let's see. I told you OOOOOhhhopeee would be more than just a catcher. He's going to be a star in Anaheim. Top 10 catcher in the league. You watch. Yeah, you nailed it right there. Mateo says, can we resign to Para? I'm sure he can. I mean, he's on the last year of his contract. He likes it here. Steve Lee says, if Walsh comes back, I wouldn't mind Gio at second full-time starting next season. I wouldn't either. I mean, I'm telling you, he gets good swings. He works, walks. He does really good stuff. So the chair says, more players are going to be on the IL for anxiety. Your thoughts? Whew. Well, the psychiatry aspect of players going on the IL has definitely risen, James. So, yeah. Well, I can see that. Call-up prediction: Soto, Neto, Cabbage, Joyce, maybe Jackson, Jordan Adams, and Bachman. If that happens, James, we are totally out of the postseason. But those are players that could be called up at random times to get a little playing time, to get some at-bats, to get some pitches. Will they be staying on the team? I don't know. Where are you putting Walsh? Well, I would want him at first, but maybe rotate him a little bit till he gets going. Let's see. Can Washington take Rendon back? I know last year, Steve, we were at the game, and she was yelling and it was on a Rendon night, the Rendon T-shirt night, and she was yelling for Washington to take him back on the bus. They were like, "Don't." She kept saying, "Don't forget to take Rendon," and everyone was. You had a few people, snickering a little bit, but a few people had their panties in a bunch, like Randy. And they were kind of upset she was saying that. I'm like, I don't know her. Renifo did work a walk, but Helen Keller behind the plates. Helen Keller, I like that. That's a good call right there. Chewing Records says, light that baby. What's up, Chewing Records? Jimmy Barrow says, the fuck? I like Rendon and Renifo. Gio and Jury ain't showing me anything to be full-time. I like Rendon and Lewis. Look, Rendon, if he's what has he shown you, Timmy, full-time? Nothing yet. Louis Renifo, I'm with you. I like the guy, but right now he's batting 162 and striking out a lot. He has working walks, but he's not getting consistent hits. Look at Gio's numbers. He has been playing the bulk of the games. He's batting over 350. Jury's numbers haven't come around yet. He's got one home run. He's made a couple bonehead plays last night at first. I get it. So, I mean, no one's sold on Jury. It's still early, but Gio's the type of hitter who, if you look at his career, has been pretty damn consistent. So I could see him sticking around. That's our only point. We're not saying that overall they're better players, but, they tend to be trending a little bit better than the other guys you just mentioned. Rye says, I hope we take the series against the ignorant chowderheads. I hate the Red Sox. I'm with you on that one, Rye. If we bring up an infielder, it's going to be Neto. There's no room for anyone else up here. Look, Randy, I'll agree and disagree. Neto would be the guy you want to bring up, but then you don't want to kill an option early. Well, that's what the bigwigs think. But I would try Soto too. Soto's been excellent down there in the minors, and we know what he could do up here. He had 400 at the end of last season. I.E. Native says Renifo needs to pull his head out of his ass and stop swinging at the fences when there are runners in scoring position. Yeah, just shorten up your swing, make it a little bit easier, and he could get a hit or two. Put the barrel on the bat or a barrel of the bat on the ball, and we'll see what happens. Why does Big Hammer always end it with yeah? Because that's his thing. That's his trademark. Also, GM Yo says Garrett Anderson said strike zones screwed over Ohtani's walks tonight. Garrett Anderson is spot on. Agreed. He would probably have 4 less walks. He would probably have 1. Ducks should try to get Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, and Patrick Kane. They'd be one of the oldest teams in the league. Light that baby up. The Dodgers lost again. I like that, Jesus. Randy says O'Hoppe gave us the go-ahead run again. He should have gotten the Golden Stamos. It's hard to take it away from a pitcher that gave up 1 hit. I'm just saying. Hunter says, I'm back. A lot of baseball. Hell yeah. We got to get some updates from you, Hunter. Good to hear from you. Andrew says, light that baby up. Trash Throws lost versus the Pirates. That's good. Lakers are going to make me smash my TV. Danks on there. Logan will be the reason Ohtani stays. Yeah, I said it. Can we have Roger Lodge and including UCLA basketball? Well, we can talk about Angels baseball because this is an Angels baseball station. Or we can talk about the WNBA and future players making $18 an hour in the WNBA. And then we can also talk about UCLA basketball and who they're going to draft, and Bill Walton in tight shorts showing up for the home opener for UCLA. But we're not. Randy says, can we get a Helen Keller soundbite? Ooh, Helen Keller, what would that sound like? Is there a movie that's from? Because if we can, I would totally be with that. Does anyone like Tepera's facial hair? I don't know, Mateo, but you must like it because I've not really noticed his facial hair too much. I predicted Rendon would go off against his former team. He usually always does that. He had one of his only game winners against them last year. Let's see. We're going to take it into overtime. I thought you were a Golden State Warrior fan, Mateo. Dank says, I'm going to go back and tell Epler to sign Machado instead of Rendon. He wants to go back in the DeLorean, Dank says. Randy says, hey, Todd, remember when we lost yesterday's game? I don't miss those days. Yes. No. I don't mean Soto over Neto, Randy, but I'm just saying you wouldn't have to worry about the adjustment period with Soto over Neto. That's all I'm saying. So if you're more of in a situation where you don't need the offense, you don't need someone to be a reliable hitter right away that can take their lumps, then you go with Neto. But if you need someone and you're competing and every at bat counts, you're not just looking for an off the bench guy. Like if there's an injury, I think you go Soto. But that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Astros lost. Let's see. Also getting destroyed in the show. Hunter's playing his favorite game. Can we take 3 or 4 from the Stankies? Well, we play them only 3. So we can't take 3 or 4 from them, but I think we could take 2 of 3. But if I think Ohtani will be pitching in New York, if I'm not mistaken. If he is, watch out for that one because he's like 0 for 2 in there with like a 500 ERA when he pitches in New York. Let's see. It was good one, Randy. Jose Rojas is better than Rendon. Oh, that's a hot take. Suns finally going to win an NBA championship this year. Who knows? I thought their best chance was with Barkley. Logan is my rookie of the year. Some players just need to have solid and make solid connection with the ball and not swing for the fences. Yeah, Javier, I totally agree. If you're that good of a hitter, usually that stuff comes to you. You don't have to always look for it. Boston is a 4-game series. Yankees is 3. Thank you, Grillmaster. Can't wait for Walshy to come back. Yeah, and there's still no timetable for that. I like Tapera's wife, Ray says. I'm a Warriors fan, but I'm watching Space Jam. Why would you do that, Mateo? And please don't tell me you're watching part 2. Because if you think that anywhere close to the original, the one with LeBum is good, then me and you are way off on taste in a lot of things. Because, man, LeBum, and that movie, Space Jam, compared to the original, not even close, my man. My Warriors play the Kings on Saturday. That's actually going to be a good series. Rangers won. Damn it. Yeah, they beat the hell out of the Royals. What? Tapera's wife's name? Remember, I love wives. Yeah, the Halo realm, you don't want to bring your wife around him. He's a poacher. See, I'm watching Lakers right now with my roommate. Okay, Warriors and Celtics rematch in the finals. I don't think so, buddy. I think the Bucks are going to be there, even though I don't even watch basketball. They just, I know they have a sick, talented team. Dan says Rays are 11-0. Crazy. Remember when I got blocked for and reported by Hector Santiago's son because I commented? Yeah, you kind of went a little too far on that one. So your roommate, you mean your parents? Oh, calm down, Randy. I want Ohtani to pitch in New York to shut up those Ohtani is overrated Yankees fans. Well, he's got to pitch good there. I'm watching Space Jam 1 with MJ. Good for you, Mateo. Good for you, because Hunter's like, I wasn't even I wasn't even the apple of my dad's eye. And I know Space Jam 1 is better than 2. And he said nobody likes 2. London says Booker, Paul, and Durant, the 3 best players on the Suns, but can they stay healthy? Mariners are back to the bottom feeders. Rangers are better. Yeah, Mariners are 4-8 right now. They're having bullpen issues. Grillmaster says Will Smith would tell you to keep his wife out your name. And then my boy Hector just joined right now. So, with that being said, if you guys want to call in, 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. Let's see. I hope LeBum's ACLs explode, Dan says. Let's see. Also, I wanted to gouge my eyes out after watching Space Jam 2. Wow. Ohtani will be running the Patriots Day down on Monday with an 11 o'clock victory. F the Red Sox. Robert says, didn't know there was a Space Jam 2. Well, I mean, if you listen to LeBum, that was the greatest movie ever made. That guy is a joke, by the way. Good God. I can't stand LeBum, dude. I can't. I never have. Never will. Let's see if we can get this to pop up, because, again, we were having problems with it earlier, which was yesterday. So let's see if we can get this to pop up. So if you guys want to call, let's try it now. 714-598-3221. 32-21. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Then because I honestly just came off the game and went on here and was just getting in touch with you. Well, there we go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, hey. Well, I wasn't at the game tonight because I had practice.
Oh, okay.
But I saw it as I was watching the Oilers game. Amazing pitching by Ohtani tonight.
It was, right, Logan? I mean, your grandpa got on TV.
I'm Landon.
Oh, Landon, my bad. I don't know why I called you London. My bad. But no, my bad. But he got he got on TV tonight with OOOOOhhhhpee's home run, man.
Yeah, Ohtani should stay. We should take the money from Sassy and just give it to Logan Ooooooohhhpee.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I would like for them to move Stassi, but I think we're going to see another season for him, or we're going to at least see him play out his contract here. It looks like.
But as Lindy Ruff once said, this is about Space Jam 2. It's a joke. That's the definition of a joke.
Yeah, well, it's like certain movies shouldn't be remade. I mean, the Ghostbusters, the new one they did wasn't bad, but the one they did with the all-female cast didn't need to be made. There's just certain movies, it's just like, hey, man, leave the IPs alone. You know what I mean? Like, leave them
alone. Yeah.
He could have came up with his own basketball movie, but he's not that smart.
I'm excited for the new Indiana Jones. See how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see if Disney doesn't screw that up. But yeah, we'll see what's up with that. Harrison Ford's like 80 years old, but
they fumbled a lot of remakes.
Yeah, absolutely. But
especially this new Little Mermaid remake.
Yeah, that looks god awful, dude. That looks god awful. I mean, I didn't like the Lion King one too much. I liked the Jungle Book one. I thought that was the best out of the live action ones. But it was the Beauty and the Beast was like, all right, but you know, is what it is.
For the soundboard, you should get the Lindy Ruff. It's a joke for the soundboard.
Yeah, okay. I'll look into that one, dude, for sure. Because I'm gonna be setting up the soundboard this weekend. I just have the ones I have right now, but then I'm gonna add all these other ones you guys have been telling me to add. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Landon, enjoy the hockey games, and glad the Angels won. Are you going to tomorrow's game or no?
No, because school.
Oh, okay. Well, and I guess how are you doing in school, by the way?
Doing good.
That's good,
just
man.
Trying my best.
You're what?
Just trying my best.
Well, you'll get there, man. You'll get there. What is it? Your sophomore or junior year?
Going into year.
Oh, you're going into your senior?
Junior.
Oh, junior. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, man. Well, enjoy and have a.
Nice to the and bring this guy home.
Exactly.
Let's go, Esperanza Aztec.
All right, Landon. You have a good night, man. Okay, there goes Landon. Yeah, and then we got 714 tickets. Also, my voice is gone. The chair says, let's see. Keep your wives away from Bauer. Got another call. Hey, it's the Halo Honk line.
Hi, Todd.
Is this Hunter?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. I had baseball practice at like 4:30.
Oh.
And I don't know if but so you don't know when or not, obviously. His dad runs my program that I'm on, and he's the coach of my team.
Oh, okay.
So he was coaching today, like always, and because Nolan was teammates with Pujols. So Pujols used to live down here when he was on the Angels. So he had his kids. He had a couple of his kids on playing with the 13 years. So Pujols was there, like dressed all casual like a regular dad.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were all behind him at Great Park, so that's where we practiced. And there's this blind spot, and we were like all like pointing at him. And then my friend like went down there and started talking about like some like Albert Pujols like card in MLB show. And he like looked at him, and Pujols looked at him, and bro like flipped out. He was like, just like he went in like full panic attack. It was like, bro, shit. He just looked at you.
So he got starstruck by Pujols?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But our team is actually really good. We're the third best team for our age group in Orange County.
Yeah, I heard you guys went far in the tournament last year, remember?
Oh, this is a completely different team.
Oh, it's a different team. Okay.
Yeah, it was the same team as the fall, though.
And you're still catching, right?
I play more center field now.
Oh, okay.
We have a catcher who is state ranked, and he just throws BBs. So.
Well, the player that got starstruck by seeing Pujols, did he automatically honor Pujols by going out there and hitting into a double play?
Actually, it was after practice, but yeah, he's too fast to get into a double play though. To be honest, with the guys who play middle infield,
well, that's
I don't think that it could.
Well, that's why you honor him. You jog as slow as you possibly can to first base, so that you get.
Oh, I should.
Look, Albert, I'm doing this for you.
Point at him in the crowd. For you.
Yeah, take your fist and pump your chest and just point at him. Be like, "That was you, baby. That was all for you."
And then take steroids and hit 714 home runs.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you could honor him also by breaking up with your wife when she's sick. You could do that later on in life. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. Who's this? Who's talking about the sun?
I think that.
Talking about the sun?
Yeah, I think that was Landon who was saying about the Suns being one of the best teams.
He's completely wrong.
Okay, who you got coming out of the West then?
Oh, that's tough. It's probably going to be like, I know this might sound bad because blonde gays on there, but probably the Lakers, to be honest.
Oh, come on, man.
I know. They're well-rounded. They're good. But the Suns are not good. They do not play defense.
No, the Lakers are a bunch of... Yeah, they're terrible. Yeah. So... all right, man. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, Hunter. Angels won, and keep us up to date on your playing career.
Yeah.
All right, and say hi to your family. Yeah, say hi to your family for me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Bye.
All right, see ya. All right, that was little Hunter right there. Space Jam is LeBron's version of the woke crap. Pepe Le Pew got canceled in that movie. All kinds of stuff did. Halo Realm says, I'm going to the game tomorrow. Let's see, there's another number right here. I think I know who this is.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Well, yes, I do.
Oh yes,
shit.
You do.
Here we go
guess
again.
what?
What happened?
My friend's band's playing at school tomorrow, and I'm pre-gaming for that. I'm getting lit after an Angel win, and for my band's friends playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They play punk rock.
They play punk rock? What kind of punk rock?
Music and stuff.
What kind of punk rock?
Like loud, like loud and rock music, and it's gonna be sick tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, you have to if you play punk like early, what's it called? Red Hot Chili Peppers, stuff like that. I like that, but the new punk, I'm not too much in there. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they play old punk. They're like in between. They play loud and awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
so what you got in the game tonight?
I was just like, wow, Hoppy did it. And I was like, wow, Tawny should go 100 pitches tonight because he was doing through 7. I was kind of bummed when they took him out. But at least we won. We got to take 2 out of 3, and my prediction will be right. And then the next series, because I won't be watching tomorrow, I'm saying 3 out of 4 in Boston or a sweep. And then Yankees 2 out of 3, hopefully.
Well, if that happens, I'm wearing the red thong, and I'm not looking forward to that. So.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
But I'm not too worried about that either. And I just want to keep on winning, and I'm probably not going to be partying, like I said, because my friend they're not having a party this weekend. So